following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Y'all, we have made it to Thursday. It's been a week already, you know? Can you believe that? Has this week been just zooming by to you guys? Heavenly days. Well, I've got a big old show for you. It is Throwback Thursday. Before we throw back, we're going to throw forward because the Big Payback is coming to Middle Tennessee. It's the biggest day of giving, and it's my favorite time of the year. It means that your $10 donation or more ends up being doubled and tripled, and there are prizes for all these little nonprofits who depend on this one day. There used to be, where everybody just tried throughout the year to raise money, and they still do, but nothing has the impact of the Big Payback. I'll tell you a little bit of details, and then we're going to introduce you to a nonprofit that you might not know about that actually helps people in the service industry. The incredible service industry in Nashville is full of great wait staff and people who work in hospitality, in the hotels, and anything in the service industry here. When it comes to tourism, there is an organization that helps, and you can be a part of helping them during the Big Payback.
We've all heard the saying that a little can go a long way. This is especially true during the Big Payback's 24-hour online giving event, helping support hundreds of local nonprofit organizations from 6 p.m. on May 4th through 6 p.m. May 5th. A gift of as little as $10 could be boosted by cash prizes and help to make a big difference in the life-changing work of local nonprofits. Learn more at thebigpayback.org.
I hope that you'll be watching the bigpayback.org. You can actually go to that website, and it's at Find a Nonprofit, and you will see a list of people that you had no idea were, and the things that people are doing in this town. They don't call us the Tennessee Volunteers for nothing, because there's so much going on in the heart community of Middle Tennessee, including the Big Table. It's a national organization, but the local Big Table will be raising money during the Big Payback. Who does it help? What does it do? Take a look.
I have been a chef for most of my life.
I work in a restaurant.
Yo hago limpieza de cuartos.
I do bartending, lounge serving.
Take orders, hand out food.
Mi trabajo es preparadora.
I was on furlough from the restaurant that I worked at. I was in a position where I needed some help to pay my rent and take care of my family and put food on my table.
It was very hard for us to get groceries. Everything was kind of just stress and pressure.
Big Table exists to care for those in crisis that work in the restaurant and hospitality industry. The one industry with the highest rates of poverty of any industry in our nation. Single parents, at-risk teens, income insecure seniors, immigrants to this country.
I was in a financial crisis.
My cars broke down.
My hours got reduced.
I was homeless for a few months.
I had 4 jobs. I ended up losing every single job.
When I first connected with Megan at Big Table, I just kind of feel like this is family.
I just remember just feeling she just would always have gift cards for us to be able to budget groceries. It's hard when you can't feed your kid. With those gift cards, she had no idea what she was doing for us.
Big Table was able to come alongside him and give him some financial support and give him some household goods.
Big Table helped me out financially with my rent.
Big Table ended up helping me out by providing me a car.
El teléfono, de la luz.
We can help with something that is immediate need, something that makes them feel like they're in crisis. And that earns the right to actually enter into a relationship.
Big Table's unique in that it's a referral model rather than a hotline model. Some of the folks who are most in need would never ask for help for themselves. We use a referral from someone who knows them. The most visible part of what we do is these dinners that take place in each city, where the guests at the table are folks that work in the industry, all together around a table.
When I arrived to the industry dinner, I'm just like, wow, this is magic. When the feeling came over me like, I'm about to ask her to marry me, something just gave me all the conviction in the world.
I just feel so excited for my future with him and with our son. I can't wait to get married.
I'm usually the I got you person, but Big Table was like, I got you.
My life is so much lighter.
It's been really a giant blessing.
I have like an amazing family now with Big Table. I just got to be adopted by one of the greatest families ever.
That brought tears. That brought tears to me. And I thought, well, in Nashville, who are some of the partners? Where did they do one of their big dinners? And of course, our Taste of Nashville sponsor, our location, the Omni Hotel, was where they did one of the first Big Table dinners here in our area. All those pictures and all that yummy food was from the Omni Hotel in Nashville. And tomorrow in the 7 a.m. slot, you will see our Taste of Nashville edition of Mornings on Main Street. Joe Dubin and I were part of this at the Omni, and we'll show off some of their other food at bar lines, but they're doing great things for the community. Big Table is part of the Big Payback with the Community Foundation. We're going to go to Tracy Hitz now, our rock star who lets us know whatever is going on in town. Look how cute you look today. Where are you headed? You look like y'all fancy.
That's funny you say that because I'm in Tampa and I'm on a step stool.
That's great.
Yep,
well, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Like I said, just busy week. Came down here and just helping out on a project. And I was like, I don't have anywhere to sit, so I'm going to sit on the step stool. And hopefully she doesn't notice. And you didn't.
No, I absolutely didn't. That is so cool. So cool. Well, what's happening in Nashville? You're in Tampa, but you still have the bead on what's going on entertainment wise for the weekend in Nashville in music.
I know this was such a big week. Like last night, I was so bummed I missed. I work with Nashville Nights with Blue Foley, and we did Takeover, the Freak Show, when we had, Marla Cannon Goodman, we had Bobby Pinson, we had Tyler Reeve, we had Terry Joe Box. Like we had the best lineup, and I couldn't be there because I already had this trip planned. So that happened last night. And the other thing I'm really bummed about, Miranda Lambert is down at the Franklin Amphitheater with Cadillac 3 tonight.
That there'll be so much attitude on that stage. Have mercy.
Exactly. So that's happening tonight. Also tonight, you have the Eagles are at the Bridgestone tonight and tomorrow, and then Saturday, Bon Jovi at Bridgestone. So if you just want to hang out at Bridgestone Arena this weekend, you can.
Bon Jovi is he's a pretty, pretty man. he's just pretty. And his heart, we were talking about the service industry, and he used his money to create this nonprofit of feeding, and it feeds people. He creates this and not just a soup kitchen, but literally feeds people in his restaurant. And I absolutely love what he does. I love his music too. Oh my gosh.
Bonus. Yeah. He's just all around good guy. Yeah. So he is at Bridgestone. I don't know the last time I saw him, maybe 8 years ago. I think he was with Kid Rock at Soldier Field in Chicago. So yeah, always a good show with Bon Jovi.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Backstage Nashville on Saturday. I'll be there, and it's almost always a sold out show. But I said, if you've got people coming into Nashville and they say, well, what do you think we should do? That's always a good ticket.
I tell every single person about Backstage Nashville. It's amazing. And then tomorrow you have Walker Hayes at the Ryman. And then, yes, excited about
And he's
that.
got his new book, and his new book is out.
Ooh, awesome.
He's got a new book. It's a testimony book about he and his pastor wrote it together about friendships and about it's a lot of it is how do you affect the people around you with your faith?
Yeah. Well, he is just, again, another great person. And that's awesome to see. And then the Opry, again, the Opry, you always want to go to the Opry. It's never a bad show there. But tomorrow, my friend Logan Mize is making his Opry debut.
No kidding. No kidding.
So it's very exciting. Parmalee, John Conley, Chris Jansen, of course, Jeannie Seeley. So he's part of a great lineup, and I'm just so excited. I'm sure half of Kansas will be at the Opry tomorrow, but if you can make it, you won't want to miss Logan Mize. He's so great. And then also, but if you don't go there, then you could go. I saw the Hilton Nashville Green Hills has a singer-songwriter event that I had not seen before. I don't know if you've heard of it, but Greg Barnhill is going to be there.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's written, obviously, Tim McGraw, Leanne Womack, Jessica Simpson, Chicago, Martina McBride. He's all over the place.
And let's just also talk, there are a lot of singer-songwriter nights, especially if you see one where I'm playing, where, the singer performance level might not be as good as the songs that get sung. Greg Barnhill is like the stunt singer for every major artist in this town. He's like the guy that they get to sing for them. He's so good on stage. Oh my gosh.
That is awesome. Yeah. So many hits, but then he's also composed music for so many TV shows, including Murphy Brown.
Yes.
And he'll be there with Paul Childers and Connor Brennan. So again, I have not heard of this songwriters round. I've not seen it before, but it's at the Hilton Nashville Green Hills. So that's tomorrow. And then tomorrow. And then the other one is Jukebox Heroes. They're playing again. I love Sambuca, but they're playing tomorrow, and they're from Dallas, but they're like a party rock band. So kind of a different feel, I feel like, for Sambuca, but great for a Friday night. Then Jack White opens up the amphitheater here in Nashville, playing Saturday and Sunday with Jack White. 9 Inch Nails will then also be back at the Franklin Amphitheater on Saturday. So lots of amphitheater things going on. And then there's something called Dive Fest. I don't know if you've been to the Dive Motel.
No, I have not, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, the dive motel is really cool. You know, it's a pool and it's just like you look like you walked back in time. But it's like the most unique patio that you'll ever kind of see. I know there's other, you know, like the White Limousine has a pool and pretty decorations and you go there. But like the dive motel it's a dive motel and it's pretty amazing. But so they're doing Dive Fest all weekend and got some alternative and kind of emo vibe music going on over there. So it fits perfectly with their theme. So
I think emo is not quite in my vernacular just yet, but I'm willing to try just about anything you suggest.
Yes, I can only vouch for the Dive Motel. I'm not sure about the music, but I did go on and I listened to a couple of the people that are playing. It's Morning After Crew, Hans Condor, and Maggie Miles. And they were kind of fun. Like I said, that's not usually my vibe either. But if you're at the Dive Motel and said you want something completely different in Nashville, that's my pick this week. And then Sunday, Babyface is at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium, which I'm excited.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And let me say, I'm so excited that they're using that venue again and it's coming back. And I really love that because there's a lot wrapped around that. I remember seeing a show when Prince was doing his kind of departure from his label and everything. And he promoted his own show at the Municipal and it was amazing. And everybody who went got a copy of his CD.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. You have like the most amazing stories. I'm just going to like say a word and see what comes out from your story.
Well, if you're in Nashville long enough, this is Throwback Thursday. So I will say the Municipal Auditorium and Big Joe on the Go was talking about that the other day. There's so many memories around that venue and he grew up here. So he really knows the little, you know, like, you know, back when you would drop your kid off and they could go to a show. Now you wouldn't do that, but
no, yeah, that's the last thing I have for you is a little bit of a throwback too, but I went to the Beatles brunch at City Winery a few months ago and it was amazing. Well, this weekend on Sunday, they have the Kings of Queen, which is a tribute to Queen brunch show. And haven't been to it, but it's got to be amazing.
Oh, anything at City Winery is fantastic. Tracy always has the scoop on what to do. You can go to thehitslist.com to get a recap of what she's talking about. And we are looking forward to seeing you back in town, but enjoy your time in Tampa. You're doing sports or music or both?
Both.
Which is what she does. That's why hits and branding is so important. If you're a new artist in this town and you want to get your brand on, you get in touch with Tracy because she does what she does better than anybody.
Thank you so much. Good to see you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Take care. Bye. We're going to take a totally different look because you got all your entertainment taken care of, but how about your health care? Ken Dooley is standing by up in White House, Tennessee. Hey, Ken, how are you?
I am doing really good.
It's a big old day here. I'm telling you, it's big old day.
I really enjoyed that hits list too, because I'm a big music fan. In fact, we're going to go to the Eagles concert tomorrow. So,
oh wow, very cool.
And we've got some other things planned later in the year too.
You know, there's so much going on that we try to get, let everybody know what's happening here, just to make sure that everything kind of gets. We try to cover as much as we possibly can here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that she had a lot of, there's so much music going on here. And it's, we used to be in the shoe business years ago, right across from the Bluebird Cafe. And I had more people over there that, would come in the shoe stores and stuff. Back then it was pretty cool. So.
I probably met you then, because if you were in Green Hills in the shoe business, I'm sure I saw you. That was my shoe shopping. That's my shoe shopping territory right there. Mm-hmm. Well, Ken, let me ask you a little bit about when it comes to healthcare and getting insurance. Insurance is too crazy these days, whether you're getting subsidies from the government with the Affordable Health Care Act, whether you're trying to get private insurance, whether you're trying to get Medicare and get the right program for Medicare. There's so much to try to understand. I wouldn't want to navigate this without a pro. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing insurance for 31 years now.
Wow.
And it really makes a difference for people to come here to let us. really to show them how, not only how to use their insurance, but to navigate through the system for individual health insurance, Medicare insurance, supplemental insurance, and life insurance. We do all of those things, and we're one of the top insurance agencies in the entire country. So we have a lot of tools to be able to help people so they don't get all those crazy calls, like you have shared with me that you got when you put your information in online. And that's one thing that has driven people to our storefront office here in White House, Tennessee, is that right there, because they will come by here to actually sit down and look at the screens and see what's available without, getting all those crazy calls.
I mean, it was like, and I didn't know I was putting my name on that list. That's the deal, is that all you do is go online and go, I'm interested in, or you go to the affordable healthcare.gov. You go to there and you put your name in and fill out and you think, oh, I'm just filling out this and I'll get my little policy. You get 800 phone calls a day, it seems like.
We do. And I just want to point out, I have two screens in here, so I'm looking at you on the left screen. So that's why my head's turned the other way.
Yeah.
But, this is really an opportunity for the public out there, to get insurance and understand not only what they're getting, but to be able to know how to use what they purchase in health insurance or Medicare insurance.
Well, let me give them your number. Is it the 944-7868? Is that your number?
Yes, it's 615-944-7868.
Perfect. This is the number. That's the number to call right there. Ken Dooley's located in White House. He actually has an office. See, that's the thing, is you can do everything virtually, or if you want to stop in White House, Tennessee, you're by that fancy place, you can go over and get you a good old sandwich, and then come over and see Ken, right?
Yes, we're right next door to the Colorado Grill in White House at 2747 Highway 31W in White House, Tennessee.
I like how you said that too. 31W. That's so. When I first moved to Nashville, everything was surrounded. 31W is a big old bit. That's a big old highway. They used to call that. Did you know that used to be the Dixie Highway?
Yeah, I've heard it called that, but we have on 76 also. We have the old White House where that used to be, the stable where people would come and water their horses, I guess, years ago.
Wow.
Where the Chamber of Commerce, was headquartered over there.
That is crazy good. Well, it's Throwback Thursday, and I thought I'd throw that out there. The Dixie Highway was actually created because all the mobsters in Chicago like to vacation in Florida, and there was no easy way to get there. So they were part of getting the Dixie Highway created to get from Chicago to Florida. And that is 31W. I saw a documentary or something. There. Yeah, I thought that it was pretty cool. Well, Ken, you have a great rest of your day, and we're going to talk to you again next month. And anybody who's got a question, you get in touch with Ken, and you might even have someone that is your insurance person and you're just not happy with your coverage or something like that. And you have not had someone explain it as well as someone who's done 31 years in this business can do. You get in touch with my friend Ken Dooley from Health Markets. Thank you so much, Ken.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Well, we have got Brenda Cay standing by. She's got a brand new video. We're going to see it right after we get a little promo. We talked about Jeannie Seeley being at the Opry. Well, tomorrow morning, she is going to be on the show with Taste of Nashville, the Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville edition, live from the Omni Hotel.
Edition, taped in front of a live audience from Bar Lines. Inside the beautiful Omni Nashville Hotel. Featured guests include Grand Ole Opry star Jeannie Seeley,
Find it's a crutch when it don't turn out like it should. An interesting thing, May 28th of this year, it'll be 56 years exactly to the date that I made my debut on the Opry. Jeannie Seeley here for the Decca show, it was Decca Records back then, and he's looking at the badge and he's looking at me. And finally I turned the badge around and said, oh, well, you know what? Dottie West will be coming in for the RCA show. She's going to have one just like this, only it's going to have my name on it. He's like, go on, get out of here.
The Flat River Band.
The sun is shining through my window. Shining through my window. Everything seems to be okay. I got myself a good loving woman. She makes those dark clouds go away.
But notice the haircuts. Don't they have great hair?
Yes.
Because it's a barber family. I mean, they got the barber and going on.
Our dad's got a barber shop west of town here, 7-chair shop, and we try to whittle around on each other's hair every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Noah Goebel.
About 4, I guess.
About 4.
I can barely program my phone. What do you play?
Fiddle, mandolin, guitar, and banjo.
Which one do you like the best?
Fiddle.
Fiddle.
It's Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville edition, with your hosts Joe Dubin and Devin O'Day.
They've got alcohol, monkeys, and lights all throughout. Now, what could go wrong?
Alcohol and monkeys.
I know.
Yes.
Yes. Go take your date and say, we're going to have a margarita and look at monkeys. And she's going to go, huh?
Many thanks to Todd Rodermill and Omni Nashville Hotel for letting us come down here and hang out in the bar lounge. It's beautiful. Our great audience, the guys and gals behind the scenes, for Devin O'Day, myself, and Zach Gallen. Thank you for watching Mornings on Main Street, a Taste of Nashville. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
It's Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville edition, launching this Friday, May 2nd at 7 a.m. Tune in to your favorite Main Street Media social channel.
Well, a big thank you to JP Plant who put that together for us. And we're going to head to Chat Town. Our intern would be very happy. Our Justin Kulik would be very, very happy because Chattanooga is his favorite place on the planet. Brenda Cay, how are you, sister?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. If y'all don't know Brenda, she has got a brand new video out. Brenda loves, she's such a great writer, and she writes songs that have interesting storylines, or they're able to lift you up out of a place. Where do you get, first of all, I love that Saints poster behind you.
Yeah, I'm a Saints fan.
Me too. Me too.
Right.
I said I like them even when they're the Aints.
That's true.
When
this
you
was
love
that
them,
year.
you love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why do you write with such inspiring themes? I always say that sometimes people write what they need to hear. Have
That's
you?
probably true. That's probably true. You know, I maybe just because I think I like inspiring songs, and I also like when people tell me that they are inspired by something that I wrote. It just makes you feel good when you can lift somebody else up, or even if it's not an inspiring song, but somebody just says, "Wow, that just really resonates with me."
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that I kind of gravitate to. That's what we try to do a lot of on this show, is we love to try to show either positive news, positive stories, things that uplift, things that are going to help people. Even the people who sponsor this show, we try to make sure that we have a sponsor list that helps people out of whatever they're going through.
Right.
And whether it's you can't navigate the health insurance system, or you need fun things to do on the weekend, we try to do things like that.
Yeah.
What is now? I'm gonna throw one at you because I'm curious.
Okay.
What is one of the meanest things someone ever told you? Because I think right now we're all watching this trial or this court proceedings with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and we're watching a lot of things, and we realize people can say some things when it comes to our dreams. And I don't think that people realize when you get to the stature of where you are, where you're out there and you're making your videos and you're doing it, they think that it's been easy.
Oh, definitely not. Probably the meanest thing that I've had somebody say is that that I would never make it in this business because I can't sing.
And how do you take that, put that in your brain, and let it come out with your music?
You know, that's a tough one because it stays in the back of your brain all the time, you know, and but I've been constantly working on that skill. I work with a vocal coach. I work on my guitar playing. I work on my songwriting. I work on all of it all the time. But I think for me, there was a movie that I saw several years ago called Soul Surfer, and it was about a young girl that lost her arm in a shark attack. And she was a surfer, and when she was trying to get back out and surf again, she was having trouble getting up on the wave because she just had the one arm, and her dad said, "This is gonna be tough." She said, "I don't need easy, I just need possible." And I thought, that's it. I don't need it to be easy. I just need possible. So I just keep working at it.
That had the God anointing on it, girl. That had it. I just got tears in my eyes when you said that, because I think there's somebody listening today that needs to hear that story. You know, I mean, we've all had that. I went to New York to be an actress. My little sister was already there. She was already on a soap opera. And so I just went to meet her agent. And I walked in, I was a size 12, which is kind of a normal size for people, you know, and, you know, 5'10", size 12. I walked in and he says, "Well, you know, you've got a face too pretty to do character, but you're just too fat to do pretty."
Wow.
At a size 12.
Yeah, that's
and it was like, whoa, it was like getting it. So I took that with that in the back of my head, and I went to Ford Models, and I heard that they were starting a plus size division. And so I figured, well, that's what I'm going to do. So I knocked on that red door and said, "I'm here to be a model for the plus size division." And that was the rest is history. I was the first blonde model for the plus size division. So if you're watching this today and you've got a dream and you want to do something, don't let some negative thing get in your head and stop you.
That's right.
This song, Love or Dreams, it's powerful because it hit me just like it did. And you're going to want to do a deep dive on Brenda's music. Go to her YouTube channel, because she's got so many videos that are about overcoming. And you just do it, Brenda. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm so glad that you share this message, because everybody listening needs that. We live in a world that's cruel.
We do. Yeah.
So you released this video, I think 3 weeks ago, or it got
I think 3 weeks. Right. Yeah, sounds about right.
What are some of the feedback? What's coming back to you from this?
I think the biggest thing is people can identify with, you know, whether it's chasing my dream or, I mean, everybody has their own dream, and inevitably our jobs take us, even if it's just for the day, even if you're not going away long term, but they take us away from the people we love to do the things that we love. And it's never easy, but I think a lot of people can identify with that message.
Absolutely. Absolutely, they can. Well, I'm going to play it now, and I'm going to say goodbye to you, but you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you too.
Keep making your music, because you're going to see in this video you can sing, and it's awesome. And
thank you.
And the best part of it is that the message in your songs will make somebody's day better.
Thank you so much, Devin. I appreciate that.
Well, you have a great rest of your day. Everybody, you pay attention. This is Love or Dreams. This is Brenda Cay, and Brenda is spelled C-A-Y. See, pay attention to that. BrendaCaymusic.com. So go Follow her on the Instagram and the Facebook and the YouTube. Follow her YouTube channel too. Take care.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
I'm gonna leave him tonight, just in time for that LA flight. Somewhere else that I gotta be. I need to do what's right for me, but it sure ain't an easy thing when it comes down to love or dreams. The day we met, I was riding a wave. Ocean City Beach on a hot summer day. He crashed my board. We collided when we hit the shore. I stood up covered in sand. He smiled and took my heart in his hand. It'll be so hard to say goodbye, just the thought of looking in his eyes. I'm gonna leave him a note, say I'm sorry but I have to go. Somewhere else that I gotta be. I need to do what's right for me, but it sure ain't an easy thing when it comes down to love or dreams. He's not perfect and it's far from easy, but he does his best to try and please me. Life can be bittersweet when I'm leaving him for a first class seat. My career takes me miles away, colliding with my heart like he did that day. I've walked miles in my own shoes, still it's a muddy path I choose. I'm gonna leave him with a kiss to remind me what I'm gonna miss. Somewhere else that I gotta be. I need to do what's right for me, but it sure ain't an easy thing when it comes down to love or dreams. The note will say you're the love of my life. I'll miss you. Be back Wednesday night. I'll kiss him goodbye at the bedroom door. 'Cause I'm gonna leave him wanting more. But it sure ain't an easy thing when it comes down to love or dreams.
Brenda Cay music, and that was her sweet husband, who is the most supportive man ever, and I just adore him. I got to meet him most recently with Heart Songs Music Group. They both were in the little get together that we had, and I just, when you see couples that support each other, it's really a blessing. Well, speaking of couples that support each other, we had Moms Love Baseball with the Nashville Sounds. We had the contest going on. People uploaded pictures, and we have our winner. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because Amber Ward said out of all the moms in the world, I'm so glad you are mine. And she and her mom are going to be going to a Nashville Sounds game. They're going to spend the night in a Nashville hotel, and they're going to have dinner at Third and Home. Isn't that the sweetest picture? I just love it. I just love it. So congratulations to Amanda Ward. And we're so glad. So glad. Man, did we have a power pack show today? Whew, I don't know if we could have any more, but I just thought, well, before we get out of here, I got to tell you about something coming to Columbia. It's kind of razor blade I am. The Homestead Festival is coming. Y'all, Temple Grandin is going to be there. Rory Feek is going to be there. They're going to have chickens and goats, and they're going to teach you how to preserve stuff. If you want to know how to have sustainable life, you're going to want to go. And then if that don't get you, Kevin Costner and Modern West are going to be performing, and the Isaacs are going to be performing. Y'all, just get a load of this.
What if you could learn how to grow your own food, raise chickens and milk cows, how to harvest, cook, can, and preserve, how to have babies at home and homeschool them as they grow, how to keep bees and start a flower garden, how to spin and weave wool, and even build, mostly a more sustainable life. And what if while you're learning, you could hear some of the greatest songs and stories from some of your favorite singers and storytellers of all time? And what if all that could happen in one weekend, in one big field of dreams? On June 3rd and 4th, here at our farm an hour south of Nashville, we're bringing together some of the most influential speakers, teachers, musicians, and icons for a 2-day event where you can learn not only how to grow your own food, but how to grow a life filled with meaning and purpose. Get your tickets today at thehomesteadfestival.com.
Tomorrow is our Fry-Yay Farmin' Roosters and Roots Extravaganza. So join us, won't you? This is Main Street Today. We're here every day in the 11 o'clock-ish. Why I say ish is because it stays up all the time. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Main Street Today Radio, or you can follow us on any of our Facebook pages for Main Street Media. And tomorrow, don't forget our Main Street, Mornings on Main Street, Taste of Nashville edition. Yeah, that's a mouthful. Anyway, follow us tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. You'll get to see that. And it's an awesome show. Anything with Jeannie Seeley on it. Come on, really? Be safe, everybody. Be kind. Remember, you are loved. Have a great rest of your day.
Nothing like the sunrise with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like it's early Sunday summers. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite place to be.